Fun, I think. Oh, what'd you say?
Maybe it's just
Again, quickly. 15 minutes of extra time left. And at the end of that, if the scores are level, it will be, of course, a penalty shootout. It will all be decided in the last 15 minutes, the second period of extra time, if not penalties. Great ball. Shots on here. Still very dramatic, this match. And Manchester United, in a drawn game to this point, have now got a corner. And bravely in for the header. A great moment for Manchester United to score.
We've seen Morph kind of struggle with the Lina a lot, and it is the Ramses comfort pick. He kind of destroys on that hero.
but Shaker is really good against
There is a lot of lockdown.
DL and Morph. Yeah, there is. If you ever get echoed with low HP, just die. Can't do anything.
You see that? Look at that that ban rate and win rate, by the way. Picked up at 1-9.
I feel like
It's been a long time since it was like 2 years ago or something. There was a phase, wasn't there, where everyone was picking them.
Too?
Yeah, I thought he did.
All his talent, fire spirit,
Yeah.
kept being nerfed.
Ball for it, and he wanted it back, and he's got it back. A good-looking attack, this one. It might be a... Well, that's the end of the contest.
I guess as others get found out and picked or whatever,
Yeah.
it rises up.
I mean, a huge issue is that a lot of supports don't actually contribute to team fights, whereas Phoenix, he could potentially be a core too. There's a lot of flexibility.
Yep, we've seen more of that for sure. Dental, third pick.
Yeah,
Okay.
it probably just means that Pasha will play then. Like we've seen Centra as a support, but probably not. I don't think VP will do that.
Not with the Phoenix and the Bane, will they?
Yeah. Brood. Yeah, VP.
Now the Kunkin
And
back
stuns.
ban makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, we have seen mid one though. He just picked the PL, and he beat a Brute Mother with his double Stout Shield.
Gonna be a Brood and a TB.
Yep.
And it's not.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I'm
you get
pretty
the
doubtful.
Aquila, you get the Aquila, you get the double Stout Shield.
I don't believe it until I see it. That sounds. I don't believe it.
I don't think Morph can beat a Brood.
Well, I mean, Kyle said it did, but I don't trust Kyle.
But it might be an offlane Brood as well, because Ice likes to play Brood.
Is it Ice ever played mid if they did that?
No, it's still up at. His Brood is also quite good.
Turn to battle.
Monkey King.
The
Yeah,
classic
that makes
counter
sense, doesn't it?
against Brood. Very easy lane. You just use.
No.
Didn't
No,
align.
out. Super efficiently.
VP's like, what are we banning?
It's the nice size here. I would ban. But the problem, he plays a bit of everything. Like he
You
played
ban Isis
Tidehunter.
hero? I think well, you don't know. Problem. Could be.
Yeah.
But it's not an ice hero.
He's
Yeah,
played
he
it though,
plays-
hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, but it's like
Played
not his like super comfort, I think.
I'm sure he'll go Ags and just jump in and die or something. Sounds like Ice.
We've waited a long time for this one, and now we're finally underway here. That's the team tossing the ball to the opposition. Now he needs some help, and it's there for him. He's had a good swing at that one. I guess we've got to give him some.
They just go back
There's
for a
more.
Morphling.
Very flexible lanes too. Morph could go mid save. Monkey could go mid save.
Yeah, like
They can wait and see where the
But I could potentially pick a hero that beats both Monkey and Morph in mid lane.
not that.
Abed Invoker maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
And they're racing up in support. What a chance! There's a bit of after.
See like a tinker.
Very greedy.
And I'm like, well,
yeah, I just think you need some more control and lockdown, honestly.
Maybe even like a Zeus or something could be good. Just like some I think Radiant takes a bit of damage too. They have like no burst at all, other than Shaker. I think a Zeus or Invoker would be good in that regard.
Zeus,
Yeah.
God of Thunder.
Score is 1-0.
bad.
Now he needs some help, and it's there for him. Great chance. Great work by the keeper.
If they reach
Holy
mid late
Moses.
game, do I even believe in that? Like,
It's got to be Buzzwig. You may go Exo for the. Got to go back to that.
you definitely have to go Exort. Like, last in with 40 damage against Morphing is not fun.
You do the,
Yeah.
the build that we. Anyway, my heart.
Returned the player who gave him the ball in the first place. There's some potential in this move. Fantastic football.
But
Prepare for battle.
One of my favorites. Shocking.
Thank you very much, Red Eye. Yes, it's VP versus Fnatic. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Fogged, and
Hello.
this series... Terrorblades and Broodmothers on the same sides. VP themselves trying to go for some of the classic sort of counters we've seen to Brood in the lane and such. They're drafting the Monkey King again, and we'll see if they get that matchup. They do also have, of course, the Ramses Morphling, so a little bit of overpoweredness for themselves in terms of the carries.
This should be quite an interesting one. I do agree with Panel. I think Fnatic's draft is pretty greedy. I think Abed is going to have to really step forward here in this game to kind of pull this mid-game together, because like Ogre and Earthshaker, it's a little bit of an awkward support duo as well. The Earthshaker has to get it to the mid-game, and I think like Fnatic's draft, they want to take it to the late game, right? They want to take it late with Terrorblade Invoker, but VP, I don't really think they mind too much doing that either. They've got a Morphling, they've got the Monkey King, they've got good team fight as well surrounding it.
The battle begins.
We'll see how it plays out with all these lane setups. So right away we see VP, they're getting 3 bounty runes, and they've that starter ready. VP should be off to a good one. I think exactly that. We've seen some teams do it, right? Like Serenity, I believe, was one of the teams that did it a lot. And I think what was RNG when we were watching them at Mother Minor did it a few times too, right? They did it around the safe lane Invoker.
Yeah, sure. With Stay. Yeah.
Yes. But it's not good. He's be getting these levels, and now we actually don't have a 1v.
Just trying to do his best here to play around with MP, get those fire spirits on him to make it a little harder to get the CS to get the harass out whilst he's using his first use of the Metamorphosis.
This is a Terrorblade who's alone down bottom for now, because the way that they've set up their lanes. The Earthshaker doesn't really help lane. Playing Centaur.
And it looks like, I mean, Roger's hitting the CS at the moment.
I think they're giving him boosts.
He just get, okay.
Yeah, I think he's just getting
for
boosts.
the most part, you still give Phoenix the farm priority.
Yeah, I think
because you've got Pasha playing it.
I think they want, what they want to be thinking about here is that the Phoenix wants to have a good game, because all his magic damage versus a Terrorblade is going to be fantastic for their team. Connects bottom. They have the boots down on the Centaur. They can bully MP quite a bit, but Jabs is here now to at least help. Pasha actually commits forward.
Yeah,
they really want to threaten the kill.
For this. He gets another fire spirits out. If you get another sort of double edge and a right click, it may just be enough. MP trying to hide. Pasha will be in trouble though. The Jabs will chase him down. That's going to be a kill for the Ogre once more. And MP was duking through the trees.
And I'm curious to see what Abed's going to do. You know, Panel said
the
little the build that we've been seeing quite a bit there. The sampler, I'm calling it. You just have like 2 or 3 points in Quas and Exor, and then you go for those 4 points in Wex. So you can be the hero that moves around, because I think he actually has to be the one that moves around. Otherwise, it puts a lot of pressure onto DJ as a Earthshaker. No one is doing incredibly well top. He just keeps. Now he's getting for the phase boots. So once he gets those, he can always boundless strike to take out the entire free plate.
Down bottom, they do get MP.
Yeah.
Roger and Pasha with the harass. We've seen the last 2 times a little unsuccessful. This time they will be able to bring down the kill. They may lose heroes in return though. Pasha in trouble, held in place. Sunstrike's going to be off the mark though.
He turned. He didn't continue walking forward.
They may still get him, and they should with the slow. DJ trying to go for it, but Roger's there threatening the Who Stomp, so he actually has to keep the distance. There's still a Fire Blast.
Well, here's a shooting chance. And that's a corner for Manchester United.
Solo. Time of his life on this Ogre Magi, just roaming from mid to bottom, getting involved in all the action and getting the cleanup kills.
They really ideally want Abed to get those last hits with the Sunstrike because he's going to suffer a lot in that mid lane. But yeah, Jabs is a happy Ogre. Bounty runes coming out. Jabs is going to claim 2, and Ice might be able to claim the top 2 as well. So.
Yeah. Have enough. The Fisher indeed from DJ. Keeping Abed safe. They'll head straight forward, and Solo and Ramses will be kept at bay. Great timing for DJ to be there, sat behind Abed. He knew that sort of play was going to come in, and he was more than ready to save it.
The 2 supports on Fnatic just doing perfect timing rotations for these first 5 minutes. But they're still not getting a huge lead out of it. It's only 4-2, but we see the spiders, of course, starting to add up, so no one has that increased net worth, even though Broodmother's actual net worth is higher with less last hits, because she's able to just jungle constantly.
Let's see. What's this now? You say no one was his build. Builder on his Monkey King, is he?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I mean, this game could be one that it suits for it, though, because he's versus a Terrorblade and a Broodmother. So it's like, it could be a possibility that he does do it. But
bottom lane. They do manage to get themselves on top of MP once again. Pasha and Roger. This time they find him, and no support close enough to help out. Jab's not quite there.
But now Jab's
he's chasing down again, looking for cleanup kills.
Do they have a Sunstrike? They've got it.
They need the Sunstrike.
Will he go for it? At mid, gets slapped up. Ramses will commit. They know DJ's near the area.
Try to get Solo. Holds down. DJ trying to go for the chase down, but Solo's already at the high ground. Sunstrike going to be off the mark. Solo is able to keep it safe for the movement. That top tower has been taken away there, but still Ice's reign on this top lane continues as this Brood getting all the farm in the world. Same as to be said as the Monkey King, but you definitely got to be worried about this Broodmother, as we've seen time and time again what Ice has been able to do on this hero when he gets sort of this free farm at the beginning.
No one went for the courier there with it. So yeah, Ice, he's farming well. No one's also getting good farming. Like you said, the tower deny is very significant, though.
Roger gets taken down by Jabs again. That's the 5th kill for the Ogre. As Jabs having an absolutely beautiful time this game.
My big concern is still that MP's not farming. Things that Terrorblade hate playing versus the most in the early game is just high magical damage.
Yeah.
That's what allowing a
Phoenix in a nutshell.
Yeah, a Phoenix core, right? So you allow this Phoenix to get these extra levels, an urn. Now he gets the urn charge too.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. The Terrorblade and Invoker off to a bit of a rough start.
It's a greedy draft, just like Panel was talking about.
Yeah.
It is absolutely
very greedy. Something's going to punished. Maybe they, you know, you don't sort of plan for 2 of the 3 lanes though to sort of go as they have been. It's top lane, no one. There's a wrap around from DJ. DJ looking for the angle for the Fisher. Will be able to block him off. Jab's coming in as well. No one turns for the Boundless. Tries to clear the spiders out, but it won't be there to hold back the Ogres. The setups were there with the fire.
The supports to be able to doing this. Now MP, he's gone, I mean, he's gone back to the full jungle. But because of this now, VP, they're like, all right, Pasha, you kind of jungle, and now we'll give Roger the lane. So Roger will be kind of transitioning to a core to get that Blink Dagger for the next few moments for VP. And that's going to be pretty big for them. He's going to be able to get it at a very fast time because it's completely uncontested in the bottom lane.
Oh, he's been totally left alone.
Jabs has had some great rotation.
Very good team goal, this one.
Well, sometimes you say you have to score within 4 passes. Not now you don't. Well, that's flowing past them. The power has beaten them. It's as simple as that.
And the score is 1-0.
Pasha comes in with a rotation, and with the amount of magical damage they have, no way for Abed to magic his way out of that.
So it's really clever the way they're doing it, actually. Like, Centaur, they make this as a support, so, and he's like, oh, he can't roam, right? Like, the Centaur's just going to be this laner. Phoenix can roam, though. You don't need a Blink Dagger. You just Icarus dive, throw your spells out, and you can be that one to threaten kills onto the lanes.
I mean, Pasha's got, what, 1,700 gold? I mean, when you're sort of playing the core Phoenix, what are you sort of tempted to buy? Is this a game where you're tempted to get the Midas?
Yeah, it could be a Midas.
Get the Midas, get the levels up.
And got his foot in the way. Return pass. Can he do it? And that's a corner for Manchester United.
This Spider can space for a good duration of time to allow MP and Abed to actually get into the game.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, Abed's level 7, Morphling level 9. Now Solo, he's on the move around as this Bane. He's just trying to get vision so they can keep tabs on where this Terrorblade is farming, because they know this is a lineup of Fnatic where all 3 cores are going to be jungling. Every single one of them. The playmaking is going to be extremely difficult for the side of Fnatic. DJ, he's trying to get some farm online. He's got level 6 now, and we do see the Midas person expecting it. So.
Okay, understandable, and they do find Solo. So Size with the Spider Army takes the Bane down. But it feels like every moment the amount of the map that's just sort of being controlled by VP and confidently farmed is just infinitely more than that of Fnatic at the moment. They just don't have the space in place to get Abed and MP getting the farm.
Yeah, I think this Phoenix can go for some super big items.
I think he's got Midas Shiva's Guard, don't you?
Midas Radiance too.
Oh, Midas
Radiance.
Okay, I like it.
I think he can go for this type of build in this game because it's really good versus the Terrorblade at all the stages. It's good versus Brood. It's going to just apply so much damage in an AoE. And I mean, Roger, he has his Blink pretty much finished.
And this is what the support Centaur. He's got his Blink. It's not only that, he's got good levels too. He's level 8.
Yep.
So he is a massive threat. I mean, he starts moving around the map. I mean, him plus, to be fair, anyone else on the side of VP, that gets a kill.
Any of them.
The squishy cores now at this early stage game, like the Invoker and the Terrorblade.
Yeah, any of the core heroes plus this. I mean, it's a core Centaur now, pretty much. We'll get kills, guaranteed, pretty much. As long as Fnatic isn't sitting behind. So we were saying a lot of pressure on DJ. It's going to continue to be a lot of pressure on DJ, and he's only 1 point in the fissure. He's gone for the maxed aftershock this game too. Which sometimes it's like if you're farming really well, it's really nice. If you can actually get on top of people, it's nice. But he's going to be really slowed down. So like, you want to get this one if you're going to be able to get your Blink Dagger early and get on top of people. But Could get punished quite a bit here as we see VP. They've got the blink on Roger. They're getting rid of the smokes. They want ice, ice, ice. That's the big target. They know that he's the only one farming on the map. Roger gets his smoke broken, but they didn't see him just yet.
Let's see if Ice 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 pokes himself out. Will do so. So Ice 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 reveals himself. Set up with the boundless strike. They've got the Wukong's command out as well, and Ice 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 in trouble. He's trying to remember who stops actually going to miss, but it does not matter. Pasha dives in, has enough damage to get the kill. DJ will be lucky enough to escape, but BP get that kill that they were after. They get Ice Ice Ice. Slowing down his farm and just making sure that one hero at the moment on Fnatic's side that's having a good game is sort of put to a bit of a stop.
Yeah, does DJ tried to, you know, because he has this max aftershock build, right? So he wanted to get in on top of the Monkey King in order to use it. He didn't actually throw the fissure, so it allowed the Monkey King to get the ulti off. Yeah. So they can't actually threaten that kill, and there's already a rotation coming. Yeah, I'm getting very concerned for Fnatic. I mean, MP, he's starting to catch back up, but Abed is just out of the game. He's now got an urn, and he's got the 4 points in Wex, so it makes your tornadoes a bit easier to land and all that, but this is extremely problematic as the kills just keep getting thrown. VP.
He's found MP.
He's going to burn to death. He has to sunder his teammate.
But is he?
He didn't.
He didn't. I guess I wasn't expecting the damage to be that crazy. I don't think MP was either.
It's a level 11 Phoenix.
Well, that's the thing you've got to bear in mind. It is a core Phoenix with high levels. The damage is going to be that ridiculous, but I guess, you know, in the day and age when you're much more used to sort of 50, you're not used to that sort of Phoenix damage at 15 minutes in, but Pasha playing the core Phoenix, yeah, it just destroyed him.
If you get hit by Icarus dive plus Fire Spirits this early on, like you have to. Yeah.
Apparently so, yeah. I think MP, he'll realize that for next time. Yeah. But that time round, yeah, he could have absolutely gone over to DJ and said, hey, DJ, you know, they would have both lived, of course, because DJ himself wasn't ticking down to any sort of burn damage. But yeah, little mistakes.
DJ's going the enchant totem now too. He's actually.
Themselves another. This is an absolute slaughter. Fnatic. Oh, this game is not one of Fnatic's finest. I mean, VP
definitely not.
They're just outplaying them in every single shape and form.
In every aspect too, right? Yeah. Just the idea of the way that they've had this support centaur working out perfectly, and Pasha's going to be huge. Going to have a Radiance soon. They got completely away with it. This is just, yeah, it's.
But even as that, they can't. The controls there on Ice Ice Ice. He's stuck in the Wukong's command, can't move away. And the classic PP, you know, they're not, you know, they sort of see the obvious kills, but then they're always searching for more. They make sure that there's no chance that anybody escapes.
Absolutely.
VP, they're into the pit. Sunstrike will scout it out.
It's a DD Morphling though, so that he's doing like almost 400 damage a hit at the 17-minute mark. The Spider's coming in. Stun gonna connect. And they get the Aegis.
They get the Roshan, they get the Aegis onto Ramses. All for no one. Scouting out action, just the amount of gap close that these heroes have, as you saw. The jump from the Monkey King, the waveform, the dive, the blink on the center.
Use up a bit of time here as well for the team.
You're probably gonna die if you're Fnatic.
Yep. 84% win probability already. They've got the blink on DJ. All right, they're gonna need something miraculous from this Earthshaker.
He's got to do something crazy. I mean, he does have, as you say, sort of the max aftershock. If he can get on top of people with the Echo, it's gonna be nice.
Maybe the burst damage from the enchant totem too. If he finds, if he finds a low HP Morphling, if he gets like a double enchant totem, maybe.
Roger. Does have to use the Stampede there to get away as Arbit was ready to back up.
Ramsey's top
lane. Or
he got the morph off.
Get the morph off.
That's.
Or the shit, yeah.
Because like this level 1 fissure, like he fissures, but then when the time that he blinks to get the enchant totem follow-up, it's only a 1 second stun duration. Right. So he already gets it off because of this. Yeah. It's very strange to see it. And now VP. Now they know their Earthshaker has Blink Dagger too. And they're very content with the way that this game's going, as this Radiance is coming online very soon for Pasha. Roger, like we said, is a core hero as well. Everything is just going their way, and Fnatic can only just farm, and while they're farming, Ramses just commits alone forward, gets a kill.
He just killed off MP. That's MP off the map, no farming for him for another 30 seconds.
Oh
and,
boy.
Sure, you'll take the loss of the edges for that one, just sort of rubbing extra salt into the wounds of MP, making his game even more miserable. As
no one's going in for himself. He's like, all right, my turn.
He feels very strong. The Fisher will save jabs though, stops no one from being able to keep himself on top of jabs. What do they do? And as we've seen as well,
we get all the hitters too.
The entire family of Ice slaughtered by the Monkey King.
And they're hunting him. They're hunting this Broodmother. Ice playing in his free pathing, but they're spotting him.
I mean,
he's getting gripped. He's dead.
They just walk in and catch him. And I mean, Ice, he's the one that had to be this amazing hero this game and farmed well, and that was pretty much it. He farmed well. I mean, he had a 1v1 lane. He had a jungle to himself. It's expected, you know, there's a standard day for Ice, but as we're seeing, even for him with the farm that he had, there's not really much he can do to help his team at this point. And going out on his own, VP now at a point where they're more than strong enough to very easily kill and catch that spider.
Radiant are scanning.
All right, Fnatic. This is the time where you sit behind your Terrorblades and try to.
I mean, let's see
secure some
Roger,
kills, but he's got a Vanguard.
You can't go on that.
This is a support Centaur with Blink Vanguard at 20 minutes.
Time to move.
Yeah, DJ pretty much has to land like these 4 or 5 man echoes, but there's already now a BKB on the monk.
Ready to burn some fools.
Level 15 as well. Oh yeah, let's see how much damage is it all gonna be. Yeah, it's a lot. 480 just from Fire Spirits, 280 from. Yeah, it's a lot of damage that's gonna be coming out. Just him Icarus diving over and just landing Fire Spirits on anyone. They will take majority of their health.
Yeah, and we're a while away from anyone, of course, on Fnatic having a BKB. Ice being the closest at the moment, but he himself stood about halfway there.
That's probably the next big timing for Fnatic is just get the double BKBs, try to smoke, try to take some type of fight with your Blink Dagger or Shaker. Because if they don't get a good fight with those 2 BKBs, this one's looking really, really hard. Got the Spirit Vessel 2 on Abed, so they want to be able to get some charges to at least dish it out onto that Morphling, because he hasn't gone for the Manta style as far as I can see yet. He's got the items for it though, but he wants to be more greedy, it looks like, for the Scotty. Pasha. They get the scan successful onto the Ogre as he's coming through. Pasha just kind of waltzes by, plays a little bit more defensively. No one with a second deny on the tower. And VP, now they're just split up on the map. Everyone's, you know, someone's farming top lane, Roger's farming mid lane, Ramsey's farming bottom lane. Everyone's just split up because they know the playmaking on Fnatic. It's just completely gone. And oh.
And maybe Ramses goes for Lagi. But no, it's not going to be the case. DJ, he's actually not even bothering to stick around to see if he can catch him out in any sort of slip-up. He's scared that there will be more hunting through the trees for him.
Rule of thumb usually versus Invokers is you don't sit too low HP. So I think Ramses, like what we said, after that first time,
I don't think we've seen him, yeah.
Yeah, he's just not going to sit down that far anymore. Until later stages, then he'll probably start morphing down to like 1 strength.
Oh, and when I guess you got a really good read of the map and the Invoker's dead and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, Ramsey's keeping it around that sort of 1k HP.
They're giving Roger some space to farm, giving him his, I think he pretty much has, he has the Crimson Guard finish now on top 2. So the Broodmother and the Terrorblade physical damage that they could have coming in from the fights, if Roger's there, it will be gone.
Trying to jump in. Just get the Echo and the control. They've got the combo here coming out, but already it's going to be Fnatic that lose DJ. BP still all alive for now.
That was very quick reactions by DJ.
It was straight up with the Echo Slam, but as it were, there's not enough damage, even with Arbed being around at this stage. Just he's only got the phase and an empty Spirit.
And only 4 points in Exort.
Yeah.
He went for the he wanted to go for the Wex to try to make the plays happen on the map, but the lane. 14k gold lead, 14k experience lead for VP.
It's a rough one. I mean, Arbed, he's... Really isn't. It was...
Fling mid lane versus Invoker. Monkey King top lane versus the Broodmother. This is Centaur Phoenix high magic damage versus a Terrorblade in the bottom lane. So like we said, at Fnatic, can't really make plays right now. They need to wait for those BKBs and hope for the best, and wait for that Echo Slam to come back up. They almost have both, right? Yeah. BKB finished on Brood and 275 for MPs.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As VP is free to take towers as they wish. They know that there's very sort of little pressure.
Actually, no, he gave Spider. Only the Spider rates though. Don't give up too much.
Roger.
You know, I actually I was running into Pasha in the elevator coming down here, and I was like, this should be a pretty close and exciting match. And he's like, nah, we're gonna go 0-2. But it looks like he was just messing with me, as they came incredibly prepared.
They certainly did. Pasha certainly a bit of a joker, likes to have a laugh.
He is.
This game one certainly looking a little grim for Fnatic. I think at the least though, it can be, you know, you can sort of be. Because VP, they are not going to let this sort of greed pass by.
No, and VP is one of those teams that we say a lot is, if they win 2 lanes, or if they like win 2 lanes and kind of trade in 1 lane, you're in big trouble if they have a good composed lineup. And this is a good composed lineup, and they did exactly that. They won 2 lanes and they traded in the top lane. I guess you could say Exercise won the lane, but he did get both towers denied. That's a pretty good thing for no one.
And I like, and obviously as we saw from their lane with the Centaur and the Phoenix, do you think, you know, when you do have these 2 heroes, is this the better way to have it with the Phoenix having the priority at the beginning? Or do you think it's just as good a way, or do you think VP are actually showing us this is the better way to play that combo on the same lane? Because it seems really strong.
I personally like it versus, in particular versus Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Versus these heroes that suffer versus high magic damage. If your Phoenix gets really high levels, then this magic damage just makes the game super difficult.
Yeah.
For the Terrorblade in specific. And it's neat, like I was saying too, like this Centaur, he needs a Blink Dagger to gank, but Phoenix doesn't. Like, he made those rotations mid. Now they've got BKB Morphling, they almost have Shiva's Phoenix. I mean, everything's just perfect.
Everything is there for VP and Fnatic. They're just still trying to find their first something really on a lot of their heroes. As Aghanims for Arbet, still about 600 gold away. Ice for BKB trying to get a Nullifier online. So he has a chance to really sort of save him and kill off one of the heroes. Jabs has been jumped upon. They find him alone. Fnatic, it's, unless DJ wants to go for some crazy solo play, I mean, he hasn't got the Echo Slam, so unlikely that he'll even try for that. There is no chance that Fnatic could push VP away from yet another Roshan.
When did he use the Echo?
I think he must have, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Did he miscast earlier?
I did not see him catch the Echo, but it's been down for a while.
It's still just a level 1 Echo, so the cooldown's super long.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't have it at the moment.
They've got their Ags on the Invoker, but now it's versus Aegis Cheese too. And they all have BKBs. Well, the heroes that matter have BKB, the Morphling and the Monkey King. And they've got this enormous support Centaur with the Crimson Guard going for an Aghanim.
They can't kill him. I mean, they can't kill the Centaur. And especially, you know, I mean, Roger, he's halfway towards an Aghanim.
Yeah, he's huge.
When he's got an Aghanims, then there's absolutely no chance that anybody dies in this team fight for VP.
Yep. And this Phoenix also getting a Halberd next on top of that Radiance, so the Tower Blade or the Broodmother, their damage will be limited even more. DJ will get a block onto Solo, but DJ may just die for this.
He certainly will, by the looks of it. The balance strike down. No one jumping up to the high ground. He's got the BKB committed as they move forward. Jabs falling as 2 kills are picked up by Pasha. Fnatic just have to immediately retreat any time there's any sort of sign of a team fight. They cannot stand toe-to-toe at the moment with VP 5-on-5, which you know, is understandable. There's a 20,000 gold difference, 21,000 experience difference 29 minutes in. In this game, as we say, it's looking borderline impossible for Fnatic to come back. You know, I don't know what sort of Dota plus win rate says at the moment, but they must be pushing close to that 100.
Even with a Tower Blade on the team, it's not going with the Tower Blade at all. It's 79% for VP at the moment.
I think that's surprisingly low.
Yeah, I think it's low as well. But that's, like we said, it's the Tower Blade on one side, right?
Sure, it does love the Tower Blade, but VP...
It's high ground time. There's little to no threat of them actually getting killed because they have Aegis and Cheese. And now Ice gets stunned.
And he's just straight up dead. The Spider's gone. Ice has got to buy back. Ramsey's just diving in by the tier 4s to burst down jabs. There's Ice. He's got the BKB. He is on top of Ramsey's. Ramsey's being cold snap. Inside the TB form, he's still got the Aegis. They just try and turn a collapse onto Ice. Ice does get himself out of the Wukong. A VP just holding the fort by Fnatic's racks. Ramsey's starting to beat them down. Roger. Oh, he's found Ice. Tries to go for a bit of a vibe, but then that's Roger to find the who's got the balance strike comes down. DJ looks to jump over the Echo Stand. They're bringing no one down pretty low, but he's going to get the cheese off. Not even no one's going to die in this fight, as it looks to be. As Sunder comes out onto a target that has the same HP, so that was a Sunder for what? Roger's in with a who stop onto 2. MP's going to tick out to the Sunray. That's going to be GG.
They call it.
Good game, well played. I mean, it absolutely was. VP played that perfect, and one of those games where Fnatic, they really did not get to play Dota 2 at all. They didn't do anything.
Far too greedy. I very rarely say this for DJ in particular, but yeah. it was a really